Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video of mine, and today we're going to be talking about Rise of the Guardians and explosions. So let's get into it. Now, if you guys were to ask me what I think is the coolest scene in Rise of the Guardians, I would have to say Now, I'm not going to give the context for that scene, but you gotta agree, that was a pretty cool explosion, right? Alright, but getting back on track. Ever since I first saw that scene, I've always been curious. How big is that blast? And how much explosives would be needed for that blast to actually happen? Remember, this is happening over a small city, so the destruction should be pretty big, right? So, I did some digging, and what I found is not only both interesting, it's actually really believable and plausible, and scary if you think about it. So, come with me on this journey while we find out just how big was the ice lightning explosion. So, starting on this journey, first we have to find out just how big was the blast. Thankfully, knowing that Jack was there and having his canonical height of about 5 feet 9 inches, this was a pretty easy step, and the following images will show you just how big the blast was before and after the explosion. Before, when everything was right about to blow, or hence the bomb form, and the second version, which is the blast form. This is basically the form where the ice lightning basically reacts with the sand, causing it to explode. First things often being first, I decided to find out the volume of the black sand in order to find out its weight. And I was left with about 23,000 cubic feet of sand. But what does that translate to in terms of weight? So then, by plugging that into a sand weight calculator and guessing that the sand is dry packed, because I don't believe nightmare sand is wet, although I'd feel really weird if it was, turns out the weight of all that nightmare sand is 1.1 million pounds. Alright? Now, I'm not going to be adding the ice, the weight of the ice on top of this, because I don't believe the ice was a major factor in the weight of the explosion. I believe that the ice was basically the trigger of the explosion. When the ice touched the nightmare sand, that's what caused it to explode. It wasn't part of the explosion itself, which is why I'm not adding its weight here. And finally, plugging all that weight into an explosion website, I was able to find out that the explosion is equal to, and get this, 997 tons of TNT. And for reference, here's what an explosion with only 100 tons of TNT looks like. And if this sounds crazy, then yes. But I double-checked my math twice, would you believe it? And this is honestly the conclusion I came to. I might have to remove the title of the last Rise of the Guardians video. But what did you guys think? Do you think I'm crazy? Am I really still crazy? Is this all an illusion? Tell me what you think down below. Be sure to like, subscribe, be sure to watch all my other videos about this, and until next time, which is probably next week, gotta see how school go. Goodbye.